what I'd like right now? Some honey. Some wild, wild honey.
Wild, wild honey? Oh, no!
Give me that wild honey. That wild, wild honey. Better than money. That wild honey. Good for what ails you. Never fails you. Good for each and every single ache and pain. Liberates the spirit. Nourishes the brain.
But Papa, why not some raspberry honey? Or some store-bought honey?
Store-bought honey's meek and mild. I've gotta have my honey wild. Give me that wild honey. That wild, wild honey. Better than money. That wild honey. Good for what ails you. Never fails you. Good for each and every single ache and pain. Liberates the spirit. Nourishes the brain. Doo-be-doo.
But Papa, you know what happened last time you went after the wild, wild honey.
Yeah, those wild, wild honeybees chased you all the way home. And Mama was pulling stingers out of the seat of your pants for a week.
That was last time. This time, I have a plan.
A plan? Oh, no. Not a plan.
That's right. An absolutely surefire, can't-miss plan. Guaranteed to outsmart Queen Nectar and her wild bees.
A white flag?
A flag of truce. I shall approach the old wild honey tree under the official safety and protection of the age-old flag of truce. Good Queen Nectar will be honor-bound to receive it. It's the international law of the forest. I shall compliment her. I shall pay her court. Oh, great and noble queen, beauteous and serene. Then, while she's sucking up all that baloney, I just reach around with my trusty honey pot and scoop up some of that wild, wild honey. Give me that wild honey. That wild, wild honey. Better than money. That wild honey.
What do you think?
I think we're headed for big trouble.
Incidentally, Scouts, I'm relieved to note that nowhere do I see your laudable father and uncle, the world's greatest expert in just about everything, Papa Q Bear.
Right. Papa Q Bear reporting for Whitewater Merit Badge duty.
It's mighty nice of you, Papa.
And we really appreciate you wanting to help.
Yeah, Unc. But you see...
Mr. Bear, have you had any whitewater experience?
Have I had whitewater experience? Have I had whitewater experience? How can you ask such a question of yours truly, Papa Q Bear, who's negotiated the upper reaches of the crocodile-infested Nile? Woo! Braved the rapids of the piranha-packed Amazon. Why, one false move in those waters, and you're instant fish food.
But, Papa, we're not going on the Nile.
Or up that Amazon. That's right, Uncle.
But we are going on Roaring River, which has some serious white water, and I don't want any foolishness.
Foolishness? Foolishness? Why, my dear lady, what's this little doohickey?
Double attack! Whoa! Oh, no! No! Watch your foot!
Papa! Miss Jane!
Help!
I'm going in. Come on. We'd better fold this thing back up.
No need for that. I'll just drag it. Come, the river beckons. Ah, yes, the perfect day for a whitewater experience. Give me that white water, that white, white water. Braving the rapids with my son and daughter.
What about me, Unc?
Good point. And my bright and heady nephew, Freddie. Twisting and turning, spinning and turning, hanging on for dear life. Spray so thick, you can cut it with a knife. white water. That white, white water. Huh? Where's the white water? It's a mere trickle. I'm all geared up for a rip-roaring 40-knot knuckle-biter. I want to feel that spray in my teeth.
The rapids start farther downstream.
I don't see any rapids downstream.
That way's downstream, Unc.
Oh, of course.
Come on, let's get going. I want to earn that merit badge.
All right, then. I'll follow along and evaluate your whitewater performance from my truck.
A commendable plan, Scout Leader Jane. And not to worry, you can leave everything in my capable paws.
Papa! Ann!
Come on, you pigskin. Hit the spot. Yo! Whoa!
Nice spiral.
Help! Everything's gone white!
Thanks for shaking the sheet, dear. Papa!
I told you I'd get under it, and I did.
It and half of my well-tended lawn.
I think we better practice someplace else.
I was just going to suggest that myself. Get the team together and we'll head over to the meadow.
Shame on me.
Aw, you fumbled. Watch that. Oops.
Are you gonna play tiddlywinks or football?
Ah, sounds like my favorite fool, Papa Bear. It's been almost a week since I played that blunderhead for a sucker.
Football. We want to play football.
Football means something.
It does?
It means courage, speed, fancy footwork, strategy.
But Papa, we just want to have fun.
You will, because I'm going to teach you my super secret razzle-dazzle Statue of Liberty play. Huddle, everyone! First thing you gotta remember is don't use the Statue of Liberty any old time. Save it for a special occasion when you're desperate.
That's us, Unc. Desperate.
Now here's what I want you to do. You get out there.
Sounds kind of complicated.
Isn't that illegal?
Sounds like Fumble City to me.
Okay, let's see some snap. A little precision, some teamwork.
Ah, Papa's caught football fever. Oh, yes, I do believe I have just the right swindle, scheme, plan.
All right now, team. Properly executed, this play is a guaranteed touchdown.
Good
Whoopee!
pass.
Go for the touchdown!
Headed here. I got it.
Bravo, Coach, bravo! Your play was a masterpiece. A flawed masterpiece, to be sure, but that's to be expected, considering these less than optimum playing conditions.
Huh?
It's that no-good swindler, Raffish Ralph.
I wonder what he's up to.
And
Hey, you want to see some fancy skateboarding? Sure. Go ahead. Here we go. The flying skateboard midair leap.
Very good.
If you think that's something, watch this.
Hold it there, Sonny. That's old shake bark hickory you're playing fast and loose with.
Gee, Gramps, it's only a tree.
Only a tree? Only a tree? You might have a little more respect for your elders, young'un, and that includes old shake bark here. The old shake bark hickory is important. It means something. Why, it's our roots.
Gee, Gramps, I didn't mean anything.
Hush, grandsonny. Why, Beartown was built around this old tree.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty important.
You bet your buttons, granddaughter. Why, bears great and small have been coming here since before I was knee-high to a beetle bug to scratch their backs on the wonderful shaggy bark. Arrgh. Come on, cubs, give her a try. No, not like that. Really get your backs into it. Trouble with cubs today, don't get their backs into anything.
Hey, yeah, this is pretty good.
I told you you'd like it. Good old Shagbark hasn't let anybody down yet. See? Another fine Bear Country citizen coming to pay tribute to old Shagbark Hickory to get in touch with his feelings, to scratch his back.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Condemned? Now, just hold on there, young feller. Just who do you think you are, Mr. High and Mighty, marching up and nailing signs on our tree?
He's from the Bear Country Highway Department, Gramp.
I can read. But you can't condemn the hickory. It's been around since this was nothing but wild countryside. It survived fire and flood and famine and frost and drought and war and even cubs.
No mistake. There's a new highway coming in through here, and that tree creates a traffic bottleneck. Hey, all I know is that tree has to go to make room for the new highway.
But Beartown doesn't need any newfangled highway. Who could be at the bottom of this terrible, awful, disgusting scheme?
Ah, there'll be a 4-way traffic light here in front of Town Hall. We'll time it extra long so everyone can look up and see the name of the new highway.
The Honorable Horace J. Highpot Honeyway. I mean, Honeypot Highway.
Right! Every time anyone in Beartown goes anywhere, they'll have to take your highway.
It's better than advertising.
Right! But here's the really good part. Think of all the money we'll make
Money? How do we do that?
by using cheap materials, of course.
You know, maybe I could get us a meal on a duck. I mean, a deal on muck.
Right!
I don't know, boy. Most folks think Beartown's just fine the way it is.
But what about